This dude just came up to me and said, it basically started cussing me out. This guy here started cussing me out, saying to get out of the community, we're on a public street.
Flashback.
Is this public street?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What are you recording?
Houses.
You're not gonna like come in this community and talk a bunch of, you know.
It depends. I'm Travis, founder and host of Real Estate Mindset, and today we have another Boots on the Ground Metro Report video. And where we've taken you today is to Wilmington, North Carolina, and we're going to do the same format. We're going to go to two separate areas around Wilmington. We're going to provide you guys boots on the ground and eyes from the sky perspective. Melody Wright is going to share not only her insights but also the data in this area. Now, before I begin the tour, you guys, let me show you exactly where I'm at. We are in the Wilmington area, and we're gonna stay west this entire trip, starting with where we're at right now, which is Bolivia, right here. So this is where we're really gonna start out with. You guys can see there's a little bit of clusters right here. So that's why we chose the east side. And actually a lot of these houses are in the $200,000 price point. Now after that, you guys, we're gonna continue east and we're gonna go into this area right here, because obviously you can see the clusters of new construction. That is called Calabash. So those are gonna be the primary areas that we visit today, but let me tell you guys the exact subdivisions so you can always reference this video. You could track the subdivisions we tour, but the first subdivision we're gonna tour, Bella Point Cottages. And this is a D.R. Horton community. They're saying they have 16 homes available. I could tell you guys right now, I'm standing here, they have way more than 16 homes, and they do have price cuts of up to $15,000. You guys can see much lower price points at $219,000 to $270,000. Now after that, we're gonna go to a similar subdivision, Bella Point, and they have approximately 11 new homes that are available. Again, a D.R. Horton community. You can see the price cuts are a little bit stronger at $25,000. The price point is $272,000 to $358,000, and we really wanted to bring you guys, you know, that lower price point when we're touring this area. Now the third subdivision we're gonna visit in this area, the Groves at Olde, Georgetown. Now the price point is also low, so you guys, you see what I'm saying? We're staying low at $261,000 to $326,000. This is a Dream Finders home builder, and they are not listing any price cuts. Now when we're done with those three, we're going to continue east to Myrtle Beach area. We're going to do a separate video on Myrtle Beach, but the first subdivision that we're going to check out, Seaside Palms, and you see again a low price point, relatively low price point, still high though, but relatively low price point at $259,000 to $322,000. Now they are saying they have 10 new homes available, and I hope you guys, you know, not only do we want to show you guys and tour this area, but we also want to uncover what's going on with new homes right now and the data, or rather the lack of data that's even being reported. Again, I see like triple the houses just literally right in front of me, and you guys, I'll show you the background. I mean, look. I mean, seriously, guys, for all this effort, if you find the value, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, go to Melody Wright's Substack. She has been so pivotal in this trip. You guys are gonna get so much great data. But the second subdivision we're gonna check out is Eagle Run. Now this is a higher price point. You guys see $301,000 to $509,000. They are saying they have 15 new homes available. Price cuts up to $31,000. This is the number 3 new home builder, which is Pulte Homes. 15 new homes, they're saying that is available. So we'll see what we really find there. Now the last subdivision we're gonna tour, Calabash Station. Now the price point there is $344,000 to $412,000. They're not listing any price cuts, but they are listing 12 new homes that are available to purchase. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. Definitely comment below if we missed anything. Now we're gonna move on to what Melody has to say about the stats in the Wilmington area.
Good morning, everybody. We're here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Weather's a little bit different here than it's been in some of our other locations. A lot warmer, but raining. So very interesting here. This is kind of a different market. Population is around 120,000. In terms of influx, they've had about a 1% population growth. Travis and I can definitely tell that this area believes that it's going to be getting in a lot of retirees, is really setting itself up to be a location of right now seemingly affordable if you compare it to Florida and places like that. So this will be very interesting to watch in terms of the population growth. The median income here is probably the lowest of any city that we've been to at $58,908, and poverty at 17.8%. So even higher than Atlanta. And so guys, this is where I talk a lot about the South and how can it structurally sustain this type of population growth and this kind of influx into it. And so, you know, we're seeing that they are paying attention to the infrastructure, but there is no, from what we can see around here, there's not a lot of industry. So would it be retirees that would sustain this kind of home price growth? Because we have seen significant home price growth here in this area where Travis and I are. It's a lower priced price point for the homes, but median sales price has been around $412,000. According to Redfin, that's a 16% increase year over year. Days on market here are low at 17, so this is definitely a market that's moving right now. Now, I'm very fascinated to watch this one because when you look at the list price, you can actually see it's kind of coming down, but when you look at that combined sales price of new and existing, it is up like a hockey stick with hardly any slowing down. You know, I've been thinking a lot about this. I've been hearing from realtors and other people talking about the fact that, you know, people who want to retire are looking in looking in Florida and realizing because of the insurance, because of property taxes, and guys, it's not just home insurance, it's car insurance too. It's most expensive in the nation. They just simply can't afford it. And then add on that HOA fees, etc. And so people are trying to figure out where are they going to retire because we have 10,000 boomers retiring each day. And they start looking in Florida, they realize that's not going to be a good option because they are not going to be able to control those, you know, on a fixed income, what's coming their way in Florida. And so they're looking at Alabama. And I was talking to Travis about how these transition areas, I think, are going to lag the rest of the market in terms of when we start to see distress. But I do think we might be seeing some slowing here, but we'll pay more attention. Just quickly, for a small area like this, there's 60 new build communities already in this area. You know, Travis, 120,000 people, basically. That's a lot of new build communities, guys. And 559 homes being built here. And last stat I'll give you is only 35 foreclosures. We wouldn't expect a lot here, but you know that poverty rate tells you that this area is a poor area. And so far, the only jobs that we see coming in are more like service. You know, we saw our car wash, we saw the public storage buildings that always seem to be the accessories of these new build communities. But I didn't see a ton of industry. So this area is going to be very interesting to watch over the next several months.
I'm not 100% sure if you guys noticed, but did you see Melody's Crash Bro shirt? And to all the people, all the bulls that are trying to rip us down and tear us apart, understand that it only makes us stronger and it only makes us more united. And if you guys can, for all of the effort and for all of the data you just witnessed from Melody, if you want more of it, visit her Substack at Melody Wright or go to her YouTube channel, Melody Wright, as well. But other than that, guys, we're gonna start the boots on the ground touring. Our first subdivision, Bella Point Cottages, and I'm gonna change my f-stop real quick, guys, and I'm gonna walk down a street where there's, you know, new construction on both sides. According to New Home Source, there's 16 homes available, but you know, just from the spot that we did the intro in, there's more than that. And again, let me adjust real quick my f-stop. That should be a little bit better. I'm gonna turn my ISO up. Any of you cinematography geeks know exactly what I'm talking about. It is raining right now. I don't like that. Now, so far, again, this is a more affordable price point per se, and it actually, you know, from where we've been to the other metro areas, these yards are fairly decent. But I mean, you get what you pay for. It's bare minimum, you know, very, very small overall. I'm going through an active construction zone right now. That again, both sides, there's way more than 16 houses. You know, I'm gonna be honest, guys, you know, the work sites are a lot cleaner and we see construction crews out here. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock a.m. right now, so they are starting early. What that represents to me is these houses are selling because they're affordable. if the houses weren't selling, we would see subdivisions like in Raleigh. I'm gonna have to make this scene a little bit faster because it's raining, it's coming down, and I don't want to mess up my equipment. I got a lot more stuff to do, so I'm probably gonna pack it up and head to the next subdivision. But this goes down all the way down, both sides of the street being worked on. It's starting to come down, starting to pour. You guys, I gotta turn off the equipment.
Guys, again, you know, it's not my preference to to talk about someone's home, but these don't look well made, Travis. They look pretty cheaply made, actually, and a very bizarre design.
And this is a Balvia area, you guys.
There is massive, what we can see, development here. The 2-lane highway that we continue to see, Travis, as we come in. They're trying to widen that, but you can see, guys, this is a ton of anticipated development. I mean, this is a massive site, Travis.
Yeah, it's a massive site. These are small houses. You guys can see this street right here. Still a lot of construction going on. They're saying there's only 15 homes available here, but I mean, probably just on this street right here, there's 15. Let's circle back. I'm gonna try to circle back. Mel, you see up there too? Can you see? Let me zoom in for you. Let me scroll up. Do you see all of that construction as well?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, so there is more than 15. It looks like both sides of the street right there are available.
Yeah.
No fences here.
No.
What do you think about the drone footage? Just with our ability to really get, you know, eyes in the sky perspective.
Yeah, I think that, you know, Travis, what this gives us a picture of is scale. You know, when you walk into these subdivisions and you don't get this aerial footage, you really don't get a sense of how big this is and how big the speculation is. I mean, Travis, you and I got to be honest, looking at this drone footage right now, this isn't, this is much bigger than what we saw when we were driving in, right?
Yeah, and there's like all this other stuff over
that.
here. What we're really showing you guys in this drone footage is the, you know, the scale of this and the fact that, again, different levels of construction, different levels of the economy and housing market, you're going to have different areas of, you know, potential price decline and potential incentives. And I think, you know, from seeing this, look at how small they are. None of it has fences, except maybe that one over there to the left has a fence. But I mean, this is going to be your lower price point. You get what you pay for. And honestly, so far, Melody, I think as a result of the lower price point, honestly, these areas may sell out obviously much faster than luxury. Do you agree?
Well, I think so, but I think what you and I were talking about, Travis, looking at the data, you know, we've seen during that time frame from 2020 to 2022, they had about a 1% population increase. And so is that going to continue? Are people going to have the flexibility to be able to move? Because similar in other sites we've seen, yes, it's sold to this point, but unless we continue that rapid growth, this area is going to come into distress very quickly. And, you know, we can see that as you and I came in here last night and the pitch black and dark.
Yeah, that sucks.
With no restaurants or anything. This area doesn't, right now, there's not a ton drawing people here. So it's going to be interesting because there's no sustainable way to make money.
I blew out the second subdivision because it was part of the first one we were at. So I'm at the third one, which is the Groves at Georgetown. Now, this is saying 11 homes. I could tell you guys we've spotted more than 11 homes, but I want to give you guys kind of a look at what these houses look like. I think this is my impression anyways, is this is a much better community than the last one. These houses look better made and actually bigger. I'm gonna show you one under construction here. You got double garages here, a little bit bigger driveways. This one is also available. That one's available as well, being worked on. And I'm gonna walk down the street just to give you guys a better idea if you are interested in this community. Now, one thing that Melody and I are noticing specifically in this community is it appears, I don't know if it's the builder or probably an investor that purchased several houses and now they're turning them into rentals. So again, not sure, it's probably an investor, could be the builder. We see that in Texas a lot, that the builders that cannot sell their remaining inventory are actually for sure converting that to long-term rentals. The first community was just really strange. You guys had a nice lake, I guess, which is probably just a mosquito trap. Not sure. There's still a lot to do in this subdivision. Looks like most of it is sold though. And, you know, unlike that last subdivision, there's almost no construction going on. So it's weird how there's a lot right there. I don't like these houses though, to be honest with you. There's just no character. It's a little bit lower price point, but it's still, in my opinion, still too high, even at the lower price point. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you don't think so. It's not like Washington, D.C., where there's half the size of this and 5 times the price. And this is why I keep saying price is super important. This one here is for sale, but 2 down, you guys see that little sign right there? That one is for rent, and then across the street right there is for rent as well. You see these investors coming into these more affordable areas, buying the houses, turning them into rentals. That's one of the reasons why there was such a run up in prices. We're gonna take you guys to a build to rent community as well that are single family residences. Again, I mean, at this point, I think we all want institutional investors to get out of the housing market. And not only that, you know, some of these mom and pop operations, you guys, that own 100 houses, some of these guys are absolute wackos and huge egos. So I say tax them, get them out of the housing market. I mean, they're part of the reason why this run up and why everyone's struggling. I mean, it's a really disgusting thing. It's starting to rain now. I'm gonna take you guys to the build to rent community, and then we'll move on to the second area of the video. We're at the build to rent community. This is called Carolina Crossing. Apparently they have 38 SFR homes available to rent, and it looks like actually way more than that. I'm gonna pan up here real quick, you guys, but this is build to rent, so can't own it. And the rent is in between $1,900 to $2,500 a month. I'm not gonna be able to do this a lot, you guys, because it is raining again. This is not good. I may have to actually switch to shooting out of the truck in the next area, but I just wanted to show you how many houses are actively, you know, being built to rent. You guys see all down there. I mean, both sides of the street right there as well. I mean, they're throwing these things up. They want to get these done to start renting. I'm kind of just wondering, you know, who's gonna rent this? This is actually a really big rent to own community. I wanna go up here to show you guys exactly how much is being worked on. It's way more than you think. So, I don't know, maybe if someone's making decent money, they don't have good credit, or they just don't wanna be homeowners, I guess something like this would be, you know, good. It's gonna be so crazy to see what happens. They may sell this whole block to a new owner. See all the building? Lots and lots of building, all of that. Look at this. All of that, over there as well, over there, all this. On the other side. Someone's smoking weed. I don't know who's smoking weed, but I just got a whiff of it. Smells like some chronic, not 100% sure though. If you're touring this and you want to rent here, that's not what you want to smell, and that's not what you want to, you know, feel. We don't want the construction workers high when they're constructing. Whatever they want to do when they go home, it's their business. They've taken a lot of land, built a lot of single family residences, boom, immediately rented out. There's no way I want to be the first resident here. I mean, could you imagine being the first resident here? How long is it going to take to rent out just this street alone? I don't know. We're going to head to the next area right now. Wish us luck. Hopefully it stops raining. We are at the first subdivision, which is called Seaside Palms. Very low price point, and you can tell from the quality of the build and the lack of lots as well. Now it says they're basically working on 10 homes. There's way more than 10 homes here, guys. I want to show you something before I walk this for you. And this is the problem with some of these communities that are way out here. That's an old house right there. So your neighbor may be on unrestricted land and they could do whatever they want. And there's also a mobile home back there. So when you're walking these new communities, look at the existing neighbors and see what's going on with them. But they have a lot of houses. I'm going to show you the first street down here. So still just no character at all. It looks a little bit, possibly a little bit bigger than the last few that we're at, but all of this is available right here. Also down there is the street. These are all available, you know, different stages of construction. When things are selling quickly, the streets are full of, you know, construction workers, and we're not seeing that here. This is not the biggest new, you know, subdivision, but it's definitely, there's a lot of smaller ones like this. We probably passed maybe 15 to 20 on the way to this subdivision from the last subdivision. And we didn't stop there because, again, it's just, you know, we're talking maybe 100, 200 houses. Whereas in Raleigh, we had some that, you know, had thousands of houses that they either had to build or that were being built. So all over there as well. What's up, man? See, good guys back there, always nice. So far the construction supervisors, and we have met a couple, have been super nice. So big ups to DR Horton and their supervisors. Total respect. Just really good, because it's either super respectful or they're really quite mean. I'm gonna show you these models up here. These ones look sold, just to give you an idea, okay? So I'm gonna pan, so take a look. Looks like this one is available. Looks like available as well. They still got all of this to do right here. That may be the sales office. So there's the sales office. Now across the street, that's all luxury. Those are very nice houses, very big houses. I'm not sure the price point, but those are nice. So the subdivision across the street will help the value of this subdivision, but this kind of crappier subdivision is gonna hurt the luxurious one. So right across the street from the Eagle Run subdivision, we have found this. It looks like, I'm pretty sure it's a build to rent. I can't see them building like 150 houses to completion all at once without having them sold. I'm thinking it's rental, but it is retirement. I'm gonna pan you guys. So we got this whole street down there, and this is apparently a better area. So it does feel better here. All of that's available there. You guys see here as well. So they got a lot going on here. And again, I'm pretty sure no one lives in any of this right here. So it is probably a build to rent and not something that you can purchase. But I wanted to take some footage of this to kind of confirm what Melody was thinking, which is the Wilmington area, because we can't figure out why there's so many subdivisions, why so many houses. And you know, she was thinking it's basically a retirement area. So people come here to retire, maybe they can't afford Florida, things like that. And I mean, literally right across the street from, you know, Eagle Run, we find probably 150 houses. I'll probably try to get some drone footage when I go to Eagle Run and just kind of cover this area with the drone. But let me hop on over to Eagle Run now. All right, so we made it to Eagle Run. Whole bunch of apartments are being built right next to Eagle Run. And obviously we got the retirement community. But they are doing price cuts of about $31,000 here. This is a higher price point. It's a little bit nicer, but not that much nicer. They're saying there's 15 homes that they're working on, but I'm gonna show you guys just down this street right here. Both sides available. There are 15 homes just on that street alone. Okay, so again, underreported. Across there, a lot of that is being worked on as well. Probably another 15 homes over there. This street as well, all being worked on. So I hope you guys are seeing the pattern. Usually there's minimum 3 to 4 times more inventory, at least than what's being listed on New Home Source. Be aware of that, but again, $30,000 price cut, still not sure if that is gonna make things affordable. Nicer. Those other communities that we went to, you guys, is just so depressing. I mean, it is just depressing. But take a look, these are nicer, see? 2 stories, you got a balcony, nicer garage going all the way down there. You know, you're elbow to elbow with your neighbors. See all those houses? See all that too, both sides? I mean, how's there only 15 houses here that are being worked on? I mean, that's crazy, right? This one appears to be, you guys see what I mean about the construction? So this one's probably selling because of how many construction crews they have here. And when I drove around Eagle Run, I would say and I haven't taken the drone up yet, probably 70% maybe, 60% maybe is completed and moved into. So it's not as in distress as some of the communities that we just went to. I'm gonna show you guys the apartments here in a minute, but I mean, honestly, these are way better than where we've taken you guys before. You can see all that there. Now, when we look through this fence, you can kind of see the apartments, but I'm gonna bring that drone up. I'm gonna show you guys what the apartments are looking like. But there's a lot of things that latch on to these new developments, but one of the things that has been completely missing from this whole equation is the jobs and the infrastructure for the jobs. There's dollar stores and gas stations, and that's about it. We get the retirement, but why would, like the rental community, why would someone want to rent there? That just doesn't make sense. But I'll tell you guys, you know, so far Eagle Run is the better place so far. And it looks like there's a golf course. Let me pan here. And there's more apartments you see through there. So we got more apartments there, golf course there. So this is spelling retirement area to me anyways. I'm gonna throw that drone up real quick, guys. Huh? Yeah, we're videoing the houses. Do you work here?
What's that?
You work here, right?
Yes.
Is this public street?
What's that?
Is this public street?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just filming houses, man.
you filming for? Just curious.
Just for myself,
Yeah.
for like reporting stuff and whatnot.
What are you reporting?
Houses.
You're not gonna like come in this community and talk a bunch of, you know.
It depends what you... So you're trying to kick me off a public street, right, sir?
Hey, Ron.
So we got Olde again, man. You guys see what I mean about the aggression? We're filming how this works. This dude just came up to me and said, it basically started cussing me out. This guy here started cussing me out, saying to get out of the community, we're on a public street. I mean, you guys, I'm trying to work. You guys see what I deal with? Like the video. This dude right here in this community yelling. Crazy. Trying to work here, and this is the type of crap that we deal with. You guys see this? Unbelievable. Super aggressive. Anyways, he wants to go behind the house now. It is what it is.
Thank you for joining us today on this tour of Wilmington, North Carolina and the outlying areas. What we've seen here is a bit shocking. Pretty much every other block, there's a new build community. There's build for rent, there's multifamily, there's townhomes, and then just all of this, you know, single family residences. It's a bit shocking how much activity is here. And, you know, I can tell that they're really angling for the retirees and hoping that the people from Florida will come here, exodus here, or those that were planning to retire in Florida, because it is just too expensive. But with all of this hyper supply, guys, this and the quality of it, this area could look not so great very quickly. So, but thank you for coming out here with us today. We're headed over to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, to really get our fingers on the pulse of what's going on in these, what might be the next sort of Floridas for retirees. Thank you.
We are in the final subdivision in the Calabash area called Calabash Station. Now, this one, you know, they're building like a build to rent community. It's just there's so many spec homes. Now on the paperwork that, you know, we showed you guys and printed out, it said they're working on 12 homes approximately. It's 4 to 5 times more than that. Again, I'll throw up the drone, I'll put some overlays. We're walking down here, but I wanted to show you one street in this subdivision. They're not listing any price cuts, but I'm willing to bet you guys go into that sales office, being there's so many spec homes right here, you guys be able to get some type of price cuts. I still think it's too early, but it is what it is. Very interesting out here. All of these subdivisions are, you know, they're not old. These are all fairly new subdivisions. And, you know, very interesting. I don't know if it's just the area, but it is what it is. And down there, they're still building, as you can see in that field right there as well. But this whole street, guys, I mean, they're building a lot, but again, if it's selling a lot, every one of these houses would be being worked on. So still a lot of, you know, crews, but not as many as they should. So let me pan here. I'm going to show you just this one street. Again, you guys can find out for yourself. They have 12 homes listed. So take a look. All of this being worked on, all that being worked on, all available. Down there as well, this side of the street as well. Back up that side of the street over there. And also, you guys, another street through here. So all of that you can see through here as well. This is, of the 6 subdivisions, this is probably the one that has the most hyper supply. So, and also what's interesting is there's multiple subdivisions in the area, so they are still building on top of each other. I mean, look at, here's, you know, this is Meritage. That one's sold. So they have a few sold, but barely any. Across the way there, you can see there's another subdivision, you know, being worked on over there. This is something I'd be watching. And also, what the heck with that guy, man? That guy, I hope I got it on camera. My GoPro cut out, so I don't think I got it, but that dude was like trying to cuss me out, getting all aggressive, like, get the F out of the subdivision. He's like aggressive. And that's when I got the big camera. So I was trying to diffuse the situation a little bit, but as soon as he got aggressive and started threatening me, big camera came out. I always try to keep a GoPro in my pocket, just in case I have to hit it real quick to catch something crazy. But unfortunately, I lost my batteries, and those batteries died. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed, you know, everything you saw here. Hope it gave you guys some more perspective on not only what's going on in Wilmington, but also what's going on around the nation. And other than that, if you're out there investing in real estate, we wish you luck, and we hope you win.